daisy chains and sweet champagne, and 2 days alone with you. Not too far from the city by car, or maybe we can make a more romantic trip by train to the country. It's where I want to be with you for the week.
Okay. Good morning, honey.
Good morning, honey. What you doing this morning?
Well,
I want to go that way.
we are working on the arches of our fire brick oven.
Yep, the doorway arch. And it's a little challenging. But we found out that we could use these scrap pieces, and I'm not cutting them like I said I was in the last video because, well, quite frankly,
We're using
all the scrap pieces, these pieces were, like the perfect shape for it. So instead of cutting one piece to go all the way across it, we're using up these scrap pieces. Because quite simply, I about run out of saw blade to cut them with, because the whole process just eat up those blades. It's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy what it did. And next one. One there. Which way do I want this to go?
So all the ones that she put angles on, if you can see, we are using them here.
And then there's going to be the opening up there, which actually I forgot to do that little tie-in piece.
Which is this piece right here.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this squished in here.
Just gotta squash everything.
I gotta squish it and squash it. Squish it and squash it.
But
Now,
it's coming together.
Yeah, a little word on the clay mix. We had that little black pool thing that we used to mix our dirt in that I showed you at the beginning, that we were trying to process the clay in, and it was taking forever to dry. Yesterday when we finished this up, or not yesterday, day before when we did this, and I ran out of clay mix that we did. He's like, well,
both of us forgot.
But you said it.
But then I was like, oh wait, we had the clay in the greenhouse.
Yeah, and I should have used it. And
we should have used it.
And I didn't. So, which one's bottom, front? There we go. Bottom.
So,
Front.
There you go, folks.
And so what we did was we mixed up all the dry components. We mixed the dry components up, and then we added the clay water, the mixture of clay water, and that did pretty good.
Yeah.
And
well, that's what she's using here.
so this, probably does not have exactly the same amount of clay that it would have had if I'd done dry component, but you can definitely tell the plasticity of this is a heck of a lot better than what I had with just the sand and the Portland mix. This stuff right here, or perlite sand and Portland.
It wasn't plastic.
You got to, when I put the brick down and I try and
squish it,
tap it down, you see how that brick's standing high? It would not mush out. This stuff, as I push it, it mushes
out.
Its plasticity is way better. All right, so I need that on.
Yeah, you can kind of see that right there. So, this is what our work goal is today, is get the domes on the front and arches on the front, and a flue hopefully today.
At least the interior portion of it. We'll show you that in just a minute, but it's
coming together.
Looking good. You put it on there. I got the right wetness and puttiness. It's actually a little wetter than they suggested. It's not supposed to be this wet,
but it's working.
Yeah, it is. It is working phenomenally well. That one goes down. That one goes down. And then we need it on that edge.
So, this is our goal today, ladies and gentlemen.
so I'm going to take that much off of there. And we're going to put you here.
See how it squashes up?
It squashed it did some good squishies.
It did some good
squishies and squashies and whatnot. And there. And now I've got to make that decision. Where's that?
That little piece is right here,
right there in my
honey.
face.
Where you
I want
put it?
you here. I think I want you there. All right, so if you look up from top here. All right, so you got the half arch here and the half arch here, and what I really want is something that kind of holds it. And I think that's where it wants to be, because the remaining opening will be enough for the flue. So let's just put it in there. I'm gonna slather on a big chunk here and a big chunk there. This is kind of like what would be considered a keystone. The keystone. Where is the keystone? And mash that down, smooth you in, because as soon as I get this up here, then yeah, that will give me a resting point for this brick up here. All right, so that works good.
Here we go.
That works good, and that's getting solid. Get all these crumbles.
Yep, I'll wipe it out here in a minute.
Yeah, you can get that.
But there we
all
go.
Right, so there's my keys. I like that. All right, so I got to finish up these last two. Pardon me.
You're fine.
1, 2. That's going to be kind of thick. That's going to be kind of thick. We'll get it. Thick.
Yeah.
Thick. All right, in here. Oh, I didn't need that. Let's do more right here, because I'm not on the back right there.
Nope, you didn't need it on the back.
All right, now I may make sure this front is good and even right here. Actually needs to come out just a little bit. And that's good. Actually, it's firming up real quick.
Which is a good thing.
Which is, yeah. But then we're going to have to let this sit before we do the red brick.
Yes.
All right, so where am I at there? Let's get one last. So this would be the keystone of this archway. All right,
But
where are you at? Last one. This, all right, so on either side, there's the front and that's the bottom. All right.
it's a wide opening. I guess we could have used, what, one more?
One more what?
Brick?
No. Watch what happens when I put this one in.
Okay.
No.
I guess you and I, folks, are going to see what happens. She's going to play some magic here.
Magic.
She's going to have some magic here.
Get equaled up there. Can't see, that sun is in my eyes.
Yep.
Pack you in there. Pack you in there. Pack you in there.
Started out cloudy this morning, and now we got this blue sky, which is great for our solar.
Yeah, because we started running generator. Like, well, I hate running that generator.
No, because we can't hear nothing when it's going.
Can't hear anything around. Breezy. I need to get some in that.
In that hole there.
In that hole there.
But
there's a bit that needs to go under there.
It's coming together.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I can't. I need more on the back side there.
Okay.
Right there. Pack you in there. That'll work.
But it's coming together. Pretty soon we're going to be baking stuff in it.
You wouldn't be looking forward to that now, would you, honey?
I've been looking forward with a pizza for a long time. What you talking about?
Pizza's a big deal. All right.
So.
All them good year for acorns.
I know the acorns are dropping like crazy this year. You'd be laying in bed and quack on the metal.
All right, so.
Good morning, Miss Mittens. Hi, baby. So,
You're not coming. Well, I know I need to get it up in there. I think what I'll do is, I gotta finish. Let's get work on
the backside.
the backside flute. Now, do I need to cut this, or do I want to leave the full brick? I think I want to cut it, but I have. Ooh,
Don't do that.
No.
Don't
not
do
move.
that.
Why don't you pause that, because I'm gonna have. We need to.
We need 2 hands, 4 hands.
Yeah, I got some
Pause.
thinking I got to do. There you go. Shut off that music. Don't want no copyright strikes, do we?
No.
What you doing, baby?
I am pulling a turkey carcass apart and making turkey soup.
So, big pot.
I don't do like others. I use my fingers.
Well, of course you should. Of course you should. The magic is in the hands. Magic is in the hands. You got magical hands there, baby. Oh, yes, you do. All right. So, I grabbed the phone.
Yes.
You know what that means?
It means update time on the
update
brick oven.
on the brick oven, and I need you to assist me. So, if you pause your disassembly of the turkey.
Okay.
Yeah, I had another thought. I won't say we've been in the puns like crazy. Quit pulling on the meat, honey. Come help outside. Y'all give us a thumbs up for the humor, all right? All right, so come outside.
Right.
Here, you take that.
Okay.
All right. So yesterday, we rushed our behinds off to try and finish those arches that you see there. And then we had the storms come through last night. We got about an inch and a quarter-ish, which is good. Good rain. We needed it. It wasn't horrible storms. It looked like it was going to be bad, but so we had to literally cover everything. So we took a tarp, covered everything, so we didn't wash it away, because all of the mortar that was in here, was only a few hours old, and it would have potentially washed away. I mean, you could have washed it away, but it did good. Oh my
Bless
goodness.
you.
So, update point is this. We reached a point where I had to kind of stop on this dude. Take a look up in there, honey. You see the double arches in the back up? Yeah, show the... God, my nose is tickling.
There's the one. There's the front.
All right, so, and then at the same time, I decided to start working on the door. You know me, I prefer wood. And I went with kind of a really rough, rustic kind of homesteady deal. So, I have not oiled I oiled the front, olive oil, get that nice, and it'll soak in, and then that'll be good. And we're debating on whether we put some form of insulation on the back of this. But the idea is, show it to him, honey. Show it to him.
So there's one arch that it rests up on.
Yep, sits up against that one, and then we can tip it back and come back
Rests
here
up on this front arch.
for the different processes. Come over. This is good light. Look at that good light. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. No, it's not great in the camera, is it? No, you can't really see that in the camera. No. There. Well, and then show them the tile over here. We're kind of laying out the tile to see where we want to put it. Almost there. Show them around. I got some trimming to do, but I really like the color of it. That it kind of really blends with the
brick, because you got dark brick or lighter brick, or redder,
light.
some darker stuff over there.
And these have the same kind of color. And
so, playing with design, trying to figure out a good design.
So anyway,
But we're getting there. We're getting there.
May the force be with us. This thing's heavy.
Yes, it is.
Solid 1-inch door. I'm not sure. We may put some kind of insulation on here, because when that oven gets up to 800-900 degrees, that's enough to burn the wood.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We got to think about it. But we got the door face done, and there was a couple of guys in the one video, the older guy that did that really nice oven. He says it in his video. Well, I'll do a video on how I built my insulated door, but we haven't found it.
Never found it.
No, we
yeah.
haven't found it. We've been looking for it. Maybe he put it up. Maybe he didn't. But you can close it. I love it. Come in from this angle here. Come down low. Let's see. So there, and there, and there. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's working the way it should be, because if you look down the flue, right here you can see straight down into it, and then when you do this, you don't see, it closes it off. It's excellent. Oh, and like I was explaining on the tile, we're talking about doing it like that.
Yeah,
right,
below, because
right there,
that
right
way
there.
we can change those out if need be.
There, and all across. So the tile will be an easy one. It'll be a one-day project. So we've got a few days left to go. We've got to put the red brick over, and all that brick we used to cover the tarp.
And all of that was sitting there.
Ooh, that wind's crazy.
Yep. But
The notice has gone out to all our local folks. Pizza nights are coming soon. Pizza nights are coming soon. Yeah, baby, pizza nights. All right. Anyway, I'll let you get back to the turkey. Hit the end, and I don't know if we'll end this video now, or I don't know. We'll
figure it out.
All right. I'm going to wrap up this section of the video by showing you the brick cutting that I've done. This is not something I want to do while I'm in the middle of laying all this, but you can see where I've been cutting it and getting it ready to go in. So obviously the tiles that I'm going to use out here, I've been using to simulate the mortar, and these three right here will be up higher. And then once I get this up, I'm going to do brick around the flue. There you go. That's what you got to think through. So I'll make sure that everything gets bonded to the back, bonded to the bottom, and all that good stuff. And the door is hiding in here. And there you go. Look at the inside there. I took a putty knife and filled in all the holes where it didn't quite make it into all the brick. So I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be... Ooh, what a lighting change. Wow, that was awesome. So I've got that pretty much figured out. And I'll have to cover this one. And then when I go to lay the brick out here, I'm going to do some grinding. Some of these, like this high spot here, which you see right there, and up here, and over there on that brick. I told you about those. I'm going to do a little grinding down on that to make a nice, try and make the sphere, the circle part come out. Then once I get to laying this, I'm going to do one more one more stack of the fire brick up to give a little bit more of a flue. And it's going to take those three of those 4 brick. I bought 20 extra. I counted 130, and then things changed. And Mittens, what are you doing? It looked like you're in trouble. Last night that storm come through. She kept us up all stinking. Yes, I'm talking about you. Up into the window, back down. Up into the window, back down. Up in the window, back down. A little snot. Anyway, so today is preparation for the next brick laying day. And then I gotta get this side done. The cover over the top will be pretty easy. It actually will. Because it's a standard course work. No big deal. And I just got to determine what my half brick length is and cut a few of those. And do half of them on the right and half of them on the left. And that'll get done pretty quickly. Then the tile work, once that's done, then it's the tile work. The tile work will be a day's project. So we're almost there, my friends. Almost there. I am tired. It's a mess doing that. And like I said, I've gone through 2 of these blades purchased from Harbor Freight. And that'll be the 3rd. I don't know if it's going to make it through this. I don't know if it's going to make it through the tile cutting-ish. Yeah, Mittens. Don't go too far. Anyway, long day. Lots of things. So today I finished the door, which is hiding in the inside there. And I've been cutting the brick. And I'm pretty proud of it. What do y'all think? I know most of you are impressed. And I also have, where are you at? That tube of fire block sealant that I showed you there. I think I'm going to use that in here on these gaps here and a few other places to kind of hold it all together. I mean, from an airtight perspective. Alright, that's all I've got for this segment. It's still preparations for the last bricklaying event, the big kaboom to get it done, and that will be the big one. And that may be tomorrow, and then the tile work on the next day. I think that's probably what it's going to be. Well, I think we're going to get rain coming in, so I don't know if it'll be, actually I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or not. Alright, just a quick look at here, Sunday morning, the 6th of November. And you can see how I'm getting the brick cut for the, getting ready to go on the round side. Okay. Yesterday, I finished up this bad dude right here. Come on out, let me show you what we got here. There is my door. Throw some light on that situation. And I could have planed it down and done it kind of super finished look, but I decided to leave it kind of rough, so we just belt sanded it, leaving some of the bandsaw marks. Oh yeah, kind of a little bit rough looking. And then we take this dude. I know the lighting sucks. There you go. We'll look at that again later, and then you can pull it out. And when you pull it out like that, that allows the smoke and everything to go up. And then I'm have to do a little tidying up. I don't know. I think we're pretty much there. But anyway, I'm getting this together. Gonna get all my brick today. Today is gonna be the final brick laying day if I can get it all done. Do want to do one more one more fire brick up top here, and yeah, I think I'm probably just going to show you what it looks like when we wrap it up later this afternoon. It should be a long day, but I hope to get all of this done and the oven be complete by the end of the day. Cross your fingers. And then tile work. Good morning, folks. Say, change the lighting back and forth here. Beautiful fall morning. It's Monday morning, the day before crazy day. Still can't believe it. Looks like it's actually going to happen. But then again, Americans really like to bring on their own doom. Oh well. Update morning. Yesterday was a long day. It took me 5 hours to get the dome, the arch done on this. And it kicked my butt. It really kicked my butt. I love that door. Man, I love that door. Well, I love the whole thing. So what's left is the tile work to do. And then I got to do a little adjustments here. I'll grind that down just a little bit all the way around. I got to build the metal framework and the metal that's going to go over top of that to enclose that when I turn it into a smoker. So there's a little metal cutting and welding that needs to be done there. But the tile work and then that. And then I got three more things I need to make. And they will be the tools. Missy! You're awful proud of yourself. No, you ain't coming out. Hate running that generator. Sure, you guys can hear it. It's loud. Alright, so 3 last things that I need to do. Or 3 things I need to make for this. Come back out there, buddy. What do you think, Smokey? Here's my cuddle buddy. Alright, so in all of the looking of what it takes to help run this is 3 tools. A peel. Actually more than 3 tools. Let me take that back. There's a bunch of things I got to make for it. 3 main tools that are going to have nice long handles, wooden handles for. And I guess I can do a video on those dudes too at some point. But it's the pizza peel, but you need a long handle. And hey, you 2 knock it off. And pizza peel, an ash rake, or basically a big scoop to pull the ashes in or to push the coals back. You need something like that. And because like a there's a guy on, and I mentioned him in a clip, but I think I just edited it out. There we go. Guy's name is Townsend, T-O-W-N-S-E-N-D, Townsend, on YouTube channel, and he does a lot of reenactment stuff. Anyway, he shows a lot of videos on how to make a clay oven like this. Pretty cool stuff. You ought to check him out. But so my concern was, all right, you know, once you get the fire going in there, and you want to bake a pizza, as soon as you get the fire done, you push the ashes, coals and ashes off to the side, and you'll keep the fire going over to the side to keep the temperature up, and then you go to bake. Well, the question is, how do you clean off the brick? And one way to do it is with a brush, where you sweep the stones clean. And I thought about that, and I've been looking for potentially getting a brush, and they're kind of pricey, the ones that are made. I mean, I even looked at Harbor Freight, and maybe there might be one I can use in cheap there, but you got to remember, if that brick is, 600, 700, 800, 900 degrees, you can't put like plastic bristles on it or anything. So it's got to be made for it, and they were quite pricey. But what I saw him use was a freaking mop. So it was a wooden handle with a bunch of rag tied to the end of it that was wet. So and he'd take that mop and run in there and mop down the brick real quick, close it back up, and give it a chance to dry out. And I'm going, because the other channel that I was telling you about, Vito Iacopelli, I think I pronounced that right. T would tell me she likes that Italian accent. Anyway, he used a wet rag to clean the brick off in his ovens too. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I got to build three tools for it, and finish up these other things, and then load that up with some wood and give it some time. So we're almost there. We've got a couple more videos to do to show you what I finish up on, but I need to let this cure for a decent amount of time, because all the guys who did this gave big warnings. They all gave warnings. Do not go firing this thing up into full heat till it's completely dried out, because of the potential for a steam gas explosion. Because there's water, there's still going to be a lot of moisture deep in that brick, and it's going to take a while for that moisture to work out. Now the one guy started with a small fire just to put a little heat in it and let it sit. Another day put another little bit bigger fire and then let it sit, and a little bit bigger. He slowly worked his way up. Well, I'll probably do something like that. So it's probably going to be a few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, before I actually go to running it to cook, getting it that hot. So we're going to take our time. We've been patient this long. We'll be patient a little longer. And I know there's a bunch of you have said you want to see the first stuff that gets cooked, and yeah, I'll share that with you. Oh, and I still got to do the roof. So, over in the woodshed, we got all the cedar, so we're going to put some cedar posts in here and a frame over this, and put I got to get some metal. Got to come up with some currency units for that. Get some metal to put over top of it. But there you go, my friends. And that still ain't the end of it, because say hi. I'm going to do I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a big wooden bench back here to where I can put the sink in, because like I said, I got another stainless steel sink, and then I can run water out here so that we can have a little wash station to wash vegetables back here, or to do some of our food prep right here, and then be able to do, something like that. So anyway, long day yesterday. It kicked my butt. I'm still hurting, climbing all over that and putting all that on, and cutting. It's some big lessons for you. One thing is, if I ever go to mixing and laying brick, if I ever go to lay brick for any reason whatsoever, this mix right here, I put clay in all of that. We actually got some more clay. What's that for? No, the fire brick one.
Oh, I don't know that.
Not that brick, the fire brick.
Then it's down there.
Because that thing will,
That's down there.
I know. Anyway, I told her we packed everything up, and I got one of these fire brick that need to sit in over top of the opening in there. She misunderstood. Yeah, we can get it later. Oh, look.
Oh, isn't that kind of cool?
Big old blue herring. Yep, blue herring. Alright, so what do you think, honey?
Is coming together. It's you worked your keister off.
Yes, I did. I worked my, and I'm hurting. Like my chimney. Like my little chimney in there. Oh yeah, I was saying about the mortar. We got more. We worked out getting more clay and putting. I put clay in this in order to do all the tight work. If I ever lay brick again, I will always add clay for the plasticity. It is so much easier to work with. And yeah, I know there's probably going to be a color difference between this and this when it finally dries, but alright, so if you all made it to the very end of this video, thank you all for sticking around. I do have a question. Is there anybody out there, man, you might even know this, is there a way that we can water seal this with like a oil or something? Because you notice how wet and because it's wet, how deep and rich the color looks versus once it dries and it gets all powdery white looking. I'd love to coat it and do some kind of water protection on this, but I don't know how it would act with oils or anything like that. I haven't done any research, but that came to mind because it kind of gets washed out because of the, yeah, I like the darker look when it's wet. Tell me if you think there's any way that I could put a sealer on there, or oil or something. I don't know, because you can see the difference. I mean, this will eventually dry out and look similar to that, but I like it when it looks wet. It's darker, it's richer, you know. Anyway, long enough video. Maybe we just take a break today.
Maybe.
And not do the tile.
Maybe.
I know my lower back is kicking my behind. Alright. Say bye to Smokey. Bye to Shadow. Bye to T.